This is the future.
Most of you have your Letum right now, and I know you are enjoying the perks that this evolving pistol has to offer. In fact, right now, I consider Letum as one of the best, if not the best pistol in the game, not just because of its raw power, but of its utility making your other guns very powerful. What are you talking about, squad leader? We will discuss that later, but for now, let me share with you my mean max Letum build. I finally got my hands on the final evolution of this pistol, after a couple of weeks of grind. Well, growing up sucks sometimes, as you can buy all the games you want, but you will have no time playing them all, if you know what I mean. But anyway, the two paths I have taken are devouring attrition and overwhelming attrition. The good thing is, you can switch out any time the evolution by simply going to Cavallero and selecting the evolution you would prefer for this pistol. The same goes with the other evolving weapons. Okay, let me explain for a bit why these two are the most optimal final evolution for this evolving pistol. First is the devouring attrition, which grants a 50% chance to deal 2000% damage on non-critical hits. This feature affects both modes of the pistol, and the damage bonus is multiplicative to base damage bonuses such as Hornet Strike. Now, some players might suggest that the plus 2000% one isn't as good as it seems, as it doesn't apply to crits, while the 400% one will activate on a non-crit and stay active for 20 seconds, applying to any crits during that period. However, the 2000% damage is insane and it's super handy in almost all situations. Now, I'm very sorry if I can't show you on this video, as I have deleted the Eidolon hunting video using the Letum, and please, if you have done it yourself, please confirm in the comment section below that the plus 2000% damage boost of the Letum is superb when paired with a weapon damage buffing ability like Mirage Eclipse. I have done this and it seems to break the limbs of the Eidolons easily with a few shots. Not as exceptional as other meta Eidolon hunting weapons, but it does the job done compared to having overwhelming attrition as the final evolution. I know 50% chance is not as good as the 100% proc from the other evolution I have mentioned, but the thing is, you can see how devastating it is not just in Eidolon hunting but in normal star chart, to steal path, or even against level cap enemies, especially now that we can remove the armor and shield of enemies using the Honor of Focus. This is just my personal preference, but when modding for devouring attrition, I prefer to go with no critical chance mods and mod only for pure damage and elemental. I would have gone with 90% elemental mods, but, since I'm saving up some former, I decided to just go with the status chance mods. Like I have said in my previous video, galvanized shot doesn't work with the Letum, only galvanized diffusion works and galvanized crosshairs if you have Xata's Whisper headshot setup. It's not necessary to put all the damage mods, and in fact, you are better off with providing more elemental damage since devouring attrition is multiplicative with other damage buffs. But since I'm saving former, I just decided to put these damage mods. For overwhelming attrition, your build will favor more if you have critical mods on it, since once you proc the 400% damage boost, which by the way, stacks for 3 times, giving you a 1200% damage boost in all those non-crit, non-status shots, and as well as those crit and status-based shots when the buff is active. It's really a pretty balanced scenario, since one gives out 2000% damage boost but only has a 50% chance, while the other is guaranteed proc when you hit non-crit, or non-status shots, but only gives out a 1200% damage boost at max. Overwhelming attrition also affects both modes, but here's the neat part about it. The damage boost is additive to base damage bonuses such as Hornet Strike, which means if you have more damage buff in your setup, the higher the damage it can get, and I think it would be safe to say that it's better, just a little bit, compared to devouring attrition. But wait, if you think that the Letum is all about raw damage right now, then you might think again after hearing what I have to say. Letum doesn't just make you powerful by using it against enemies, but it also improves your primary weapon with the help of its perk on Evolution 3. This perk, called Feature of Justice, allows you to gain 60% ammo efficiency while aim gliding or sliding, and it seems that this affects primary weapon while you have Letum as your secondary weapon. Now, I have tested it in a couple of weapons, and it seems to work in almost all weapons, including those who got area of effect like the Kuva Brahma. As long as you are aim gliding, you will gain that ammo efficiency buff from the Evolution 3 of Letum in your primary weapon. But here's the weirdest, but really cool part. It seems that it's not just 60%, but the Letum can actually give your primary weapon unlimited ammunition as long as you are aim gliding or sliding. I have tested it with the Amprex, and the result was astonishing, allowing me to infinitely fire my Amprex without losing ammunition. Right now, I can say Letum is the best in-slot weapon for your loadout, not only because of its raw power, but because of how it can improve your primary weapon by giving it infinite ammo. The question is, how long will it last? Now, let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts about the Letum, and be sure to check back on my next video as I have a special announcement. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.